When I went into that surgery room, tell me why the anesthesiologist was on his phone, like, injecting the freaking medication into my IV while he was on the phone. Welcome back to my channel. So today, oh my gosh, you can't see my top bun and it looks like I have no hair. Let me put the camera a little bit higher. Okay, I think that's better, or maybe I need to back up. Has been like a very anticipated video. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to just spill the tea. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure most of you guys don't care, but I wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys and answer some questions that I had you guys ask me on Instagram and just kind of inform you guys about the new girls. I'm obsessed. So first I'm gonna, okay, my phone just, what is going on? 1 second, let me figure out what's going on with my phone. Dude, so my phone has been like hella tripping for no reason, but let's just jump right into it because I don't want this video to be too long. I did say that I wanted to do a mukbang, but I literally just came back from eating. I went to my friend's birthday dinner and it's like, I'm not hungry. By the way, I tried to recreate Desi Perkins' look that she had on Instagram, but I couldn't get like these little pelitos to like come up like hers, but you know, a little Desi Perkins inspired look. Okay, so obviously the most common question is, where did you go? So I went to Dr. Richard Lee in Newport Beach. I am so grateful for my husband's Nina. She's the one that told me about him because she got her boobs done by him. And she has sent several of her friends to go get them done by him, and they all been in love. She had told me to go with him the first time around when I first got them done, and I didn't listen to her. Why? Because I wanted to go the cheaper route. I should have listened to her, but I didn't, and you know, I would have just been happy the first time. But yeah, I'll go ahead and put his IG handle here, or just like a screenshot on the screen, so you guys can go ahead and follow him and check him out. I would definitely recommend reaching out as soon as possible if you're considering getting your breasts done, only because he is super booked and I waited 3 months for my appointment. So what type of silicone thickness did you get? Would you have done anything different? So I'm not sure about the thickness. I've never heard of that, but I did go with silicone gummy, which was the same thing as my previous plants. They were silicone gummies, so the great part about that is that they cannot rupture. If for any reason they do, it is like a gummy, so obviously when you pull apart a gummy, nothing comes out. It's just stays intact. But they do say that the gummy is very, very strong. Like even if a car runs over it, like nothing's gonna happen. I did go with a new implant. I believe it is the 5th generation implant, so that's why they sit up more round and more full. I totally would not do anything different. I am obsessed with the way they look. I am super happy. I just totally recommend this doctor. So the next question is, over or under the muscle? Any scarring? How long until you felt better? Okay to do things. So first question, over or under the muscle. I did go under the muscle, just like my first breast augmentation, so that didn't change. Any scarring? Yes, I do have a scar. I'll go ahead and post again a picture here on the screen of my new scar. But Dr. Richard Lee went in and totally reconstructed, gave me a new scar. He also gave me, or I had to buy from his office, this like cream thing so I can start putting it on the scar, and it would eventually just fade away. Just like most scars, they eventually do fade away with time, but this one, it's like non-existent, which, you know, is gonna help a lot more. And then the third question is, how long until you felt better, okay to do things? Oh my gosh, guys. So I'm sure you guys seen, if you follow me on Instagram, this recovery was completely different from my first recovery, which was insane, which I didn't expect or anything like that. My first recovery was so smooth. The first Like I think by like the 4th day, even the 3rd day, I felt better. I was walking like nothing. I was watching TV. I was eating my snacks. It was a breeze. And for that reason, I also think that that's why my boobs got messed up so quick. I'm not entirely going to blame Dr. Campos for what happened to my boobs, but I feel like he does have some part to blame. Recovery was a lot harder for me. It was something that I don't want to ever go through again. So the first day I already had felt like pain. I'm not sure if it's because I went bigger or because it was my 2nd surgery. I'm not really sure, but your girl, I had pain. It wasn't like painful where I was like, wow, it hurts so much, but it was just like there. So obviously when you have like constant pain, like it bothers you. So it was there. And when I had left the office there, you know, the surgery center, they had given me Percocet, and yeah, it didn't work. I felt like super drowsy. I left their surgery center 3 hours after the surgery, and let me tell you that the medication had me all the way effed up. Like I didn't wake up until I had to go. So that's how gone I was. But anyway, so we left. I was still in pain. We came home. I was still very much like drowsy, sleepy. I was sleeping a lot. I was constantly taking my medication, but I wasn't hungry. So all I was eating was soup. And I don't know if I ate too much soup. I don't know if it was because of all the medication, but your girl was throwing up on the 2nd or 3rd day. I was throwing up. I was like holding on to them for dear life. I was terrified. I was throwing up. I felt nauseous. Every time I got up to walk, I felt nauseous. I was so constipated. First time around, I was constipated as well, but I took my laxatives and that helped. This time around, I was taking laxatives twice a day. It didn't work. Then after my husband had to go back to work, so my mom took care of me. I went to my mom's house. She was the one cooking for me. When I thought I was like feeling better, it just went all the way downhill. So I think it was like the 6th day, I was feeling a lot better, just not all the way there. I felt like I couldn't walk. I felt out of breath a lot. And I'm even out of breath right now because I feel like I'm talking too fast. Okay. Whew. The 6th day, I woke up. I was telling my mom, oh my gosh, Mom, I feel so much better. I'm so happy. I was over like feeling nauseous and just feeling bad. And again, I was just eating soup because I wasn't going to the restroom. So I didn't want to eat like any meat because I knew that would obviously make it worse. So I was avoiding meat at all costs. Anything like chicken, anything like steak, yeah, everything. So again, I started to eat my soup and I was like, ooh, like I started getting like, you know those cramps when you need to go to the restroom so bad. So I started getting those. So I was like, I'll be right back, Mom. Like my stomach hurt so bad. Like literally I was crying. Like I literally was crying because my stomach hurt so bad. I went to the restroom, yet nothing was coming out. I had already taken some bites or some like sips from my soup. So I'm sitting in the restroom, I'm feeling the cramps, and then out of nowhere I start throwing up. I literally yelled for my mom's name, like, Mom! So I'm sitting in the restroom like encuerada, and then my mom comes and like I had like thrown up on the floor, and she like grabs a trash can and I'm just like throwing up and I'm holding on to them, and it was bad. And I felt like that for 3 weeks. It was horrible. Not a question, but love them. How do you feel about them now? Girl, thank you so much. I am so happy with them. Like they just sit up so high. They're round. I have cleavage going on. They're just like everything that I hoped for when I went into Dr. Richard Lee's office. Everyone that thought I didn't need another boob job, like, you know, for my family, and now sees my new girls and they're like, yes girl, like period. The next question is, how many cc's did you get? So it is crazy because sorry, someone's texting me. So it's crazy because I went into Dr. Richard Lee's office, and he works so different from most doctors that I know. I told him, how big do you think I should go? How many cc's would look good on me? And he said, I don't go based off cc's. Like, I'm not going to tell you you should do those many cc's, because he's like, see, like, cc's look different on everyone. And that is so true. Like, I had my first boob job, I had 300 cc's, and I would look at someone else and they had the same, and they looked completely different. They looked better, or they looked smaller. So what he had me do is go to this website called realself.com, and he had me look at before and after pictures of different women of their breast augmentation, and had me send him 3 pictures of my favorite boobs. I went into surgery not knowing how big I was gonna go, how small, like, I didn't know anything. And that's the thing, that I just felt like I trusted him so much that I wasn't afraid. I knew that he knew what he was doing. So that's what I did. I sent him my 3 pictures. He told me, okay. I printed them out, and he put them up like right there on the surgery room, and he said he was gonna, you know, work his magic. So when I got out of surgery, obviously I was knocked out. He was probably doing another surgery. Obviously I was too knocked out to even ask, like, how big did I go, or how many cc's. So I didn't find out until a week later on my first week post-op. I was so eager, like, how many cc's. I went from 300 to 480 cc's. I know it sounds big, but what they say when you go to have surgery is, I was 300. I had to go at least 100 more cc's bigger to see a difference. If I didn't do 100 more, then I would have been unhappy, because they would have looked the same. I think they look so great on my body. They match. They even make me look like I have a smaller waist, which, girl, I am living for just that illusion. Like, you know how they say, like, to work out your back to make it look bigger so your waist could look smaller? Well, I feel like my girls did that for me. And if any of you guys are wondering if I got any other surgery done, I didn't. It's just the fact that he made it look like an illusion. Like, besides pasties, do you need to wear a bra? So when I got out of surgery, or, you know, he went over all this information with me before. So 3 days I had to have that, like, he had me wrapped, so obviously I couldn't see my boobs. I wasn't wearing none of that bull crap, like those bras that they have you wear, nothing. He had me wrapped. He said, on the 3rd day, you can take it off. You need to put on a wired bra. So the reason why I need to put on a wired bra is because, let me tell you everything that he did. So he obviously took out my old implants. He gave me 480 cc's. He stitched up the sides, and he gave me an internal mesh. You're probably like, what is all of that? Let me explain to you guys what all of that jumbo lumbo is. He stitched up the sides because, I'm not sure if any of you guys that are watching have your breast done. When you lay down, do your titties go to the side? My old titties used to go like almost under my freaking armpit. I hated that. I was like, dude, that is so ugly. I have like the biggest gap right here. So guess what he did? He stitched up the sides so that wouldn't happen. Internal mesh. What is an internal mesh? From what I understood, an internal mesh is like an internal bra. He put an internal mesh, so he put it like this, so my boobs can stay up and perky. That's what my husband's Nina has. She has an internal mesh. She's like, I'm not gonna say how old she is, but she's had her boobs for a while, and her boobs are still just like mine, like perfect. So that internal mesh will dissolve in a year. But while that dissolves, I'm not sure if you guys know, so even with the implants, you know how your body's like almost like, what is that? So then it starts capsulating it, and like your tissue starts like surrounding it and stuff. So basically that's the same thing that's going to happen to the internal mesh. the tissue is going to be surrounding it, and it's gonna, you know, get hard like tissue. So once the mesh dissolves, the tissue is going to be there, keeping them up. Yeah. So because of all of that, he said you need to wear a bra right after your 3 days. It has to be wired, and the wire has to go from like here to all the way over here. And you have to wear your bra for 3 months. After that, you no longer have to wear your bra. How much did you pay? I want to get mine done soon. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how much I paid, but just keep in mind that first, it's Newport Beach, so obviously that's gonna be a little bit more pricey. Second, I got a revision done. Revisions are always more expensive. Revisions are more expensive because the doctor is going in and fixing someone else's work. So just keep that in mind, that just because I paid this, it doesn't mean you're gonna pay that. And also keep in mind, you get what you pay for. And I went through that, so believe me, you get what you pay for. I decided to go to a freaking TJ because it was cheaper. I was gonna pay $3,500. Guess what? Dr. didn't give a shit about my boobs. He just went in, put them in, boom, I'm out. We paid $11K. I just have been talking a lot. Okay, so someone asked also pain level. So again, the pain level for my first surgery, 0. I didn't feel anything. This one, I'd probably say like a 1. Pain level with breast augmentation, obviously this is my second breast augmentation, it's not painful at all, to be honest. How painful was it? Pain is what holds me back from getting surgery. Is it worth it? So like I said, pain level is like a 2. Girl, if you want to do it, do it. Trust me, like I just said, breast augmentations are not painful at all. Like, you will not regret it. It is so worth it. You feel so much more confident if that's something that you're insecure about. Not a question, but they look great. Thank you. I'm so in love. Thank you, thank you. What do you wish you would have known before surgery? Honestly, I felt a lot more prepared this time around since it was my second boob job. I don't think that there was anything that I didn't know or that I wasn't expecting already. Obviously, it was a completely different recovery situation for me, but for the most part, I knew that, you know, there was going to be constipation. I knew that I need to get my pillows set up already, or if you have or recliners, if you have a recliner, even better. Stick to only liquids like when you're eating, just because the constipation's really bad. Take really comfortable clothes. Obviously they're going to tell you, like, I wear pajamas just because that's a lot more comfortable. I would say just have extra money for, you know, extra things, like when I bought like the pomada for the scars, or when I bought the bra, which I'm gonna go into in a little bit. Just definitely save like a little bit of extra money, because you'll definitely be spending it on like little things that you'll need. Also get, like, you know, those head pillows, the ones that you travel for your neck, because when you're sleeping you're gonna have to be like sitting up, so those neck pillows will really help. I think that's it. Like, and just obviously have someone that can take care of you. Like, obviously I had my husband and I had my mom. My mom was the one that would shower me, which obviously I feel super comfortable with my mom. I do not care. So someone that could just be there with you 24/7, because you cannot use your arms. I do not recommend using your arms. This may be TMI, but does the shape of your nipples change? No, because I didn't go through my nipples. I went through like under right here. I'm sure they only change if you go through the nipple. Do you feel much more confident since you have got them done? 100%. Have changed my life. And I know it sounds so funny, but no one knows how insecure I was about my old boobs. Unless you're Naira or anyone that I shot with or did photo shoots with, and I obviously felt comfortable, you would hear me complaining like, I hate my boobs, I can't wait till my boob job. Obviously it's social media, so I try to obviously do anything that I could so they could look good. I would put tape, anything. You know, social media is fake. I was so insecure, and now I'm just like, yes, like, look at them, you know? So yes, 100%, I'm so much more confident. I think those are all the questions for now. So I'm just gonna go in with like my own things that I kind of wanted to talk about. So one of those things being that, like I mentioned, I don't want to completely blame Dr. Campos for the way that my boobs ended up looking, but at the same time I feel like he does have a part of this blame to take. So I'll be putting pictures as we go, but when I got my boobs done with him, obviously I was super excited. I was excited to like put it up for you guys, and I feel like I was just like being like naive. I don't know if that's the right word, but just like thinking like, yay, I'm so excited, like he did so good, blah blah blah. Obviously I'm going to be posting pictures here about how they looked like the first week that I got them done versus these the first week that I got them done. Such a big difference. I feel like their office did not care about how you were doing after your recovery. They just didn't care. I never received a call asking how I was doing, like not that first week, nothing. Like they never called me. They didn't give me information about how I should take care of myself, take care of my boobs, you know, after, so I can have the best results. I had asked him how soon can I work out, everything, like my whole body. He's told me a month. I have my brother-in-law's girlfriend that got her boobs done by him too, and he told her in 3 months. Like it was just like information that was so inconsistent. When I went into that surgery room, tell me why the anesthesiologist was on his phone like, oh sí, I can comprar esa máquina, injecting the freaking medication into my IV while he was on the phone. I was laying there like, should I just walk out right now? Should I just walk out? Because this is not okay. Like, why is he on the phone? Like, what if I just die right here because he's injecting the like too much or something, you know? It wasn't the best experience because again, he wasn't informative. He told me I could work out in a month. So guess what I did? I started working out my arms. I was going back to my normal routine in a month, and I was like, it's fine. Like he said it's fine, so it's fine. Yeah, no. My doctor now, Dr. Campos, not my doctor. My doctor now told me, I don't want you to raise your arms up like this until a month. He's like, don't put your arms high. You could work out your lower body in a month. You cannot work out your arms in you can't work out your arms until 3 months post-op. He just gave me like so much insight, so many things that I was like, wow. Like part of the reason why my previous boobs were messed up was probably because of my fault, because I was already doing these things so soon after my breast augmentation. That was that. And clearly you guys can see that the difference. I woke up one day and this one was hurting like really, not like super bad because I feel like I have high pain tolerance, but it was hurting. The pain was there all day for about a month. And I was like, what if it ruptured? But I was like, can't rupture. So it was just hurting. I couldn't sleep on this side. Like it was just there. So I was like, this is not normal. So I got out of the shower one day. I look in the mirror and tell me why this titty's like, you know, normal, and then this one's like tiny, like it deflated or something. I was like, okay, where did the implant go? Like, why does it look so tiny? Why does it look so deflated? I was paranoid. That's when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna call a doctor and I'm getting new boobs. Like I'm done. Like I was already planning on getting new boobs, but I was like, it's not a priority. But then when I started hurting, and then when I seen that, I was like, no. The next thing, I seen that my girl asked me about my bra. So I didn't mention it on the last video, but these bras are ridiculously expensive. But again, my husband Zena recommended them because they make them like just for you, and they measure you, and you're gonna see such a big difference. I bought a Victoria's Secret bra and I was like, this does not feel right. As soon as I got into the other bra, wow, such a game changer. I felt like they were just all in there. And again, like I said, they are a little pricey, but they are so worth it because they're going to keep your girls together and you're just going to be so happy. So this place is in Tustin, I believe. I will put their or I don't think they have an Instagram, but I'll put like their location on here or like in the description box. And the bras are like $215. I know, so expensive. I bought 2. I lost 1. I don't know how I lost it, where I lost it. Don't even ask me. How do you even lose a bra? Another thing that I was gonna say is also, let's say you just got your breasts done but you need a bra. Obviously when you first go, your boobs are so swollen, so you're gonna be a different size. You can always go back and they'll adjust the bra for you, so you don't have to pay another $200. I think I pretty much answered all the questions. So if you guys have any other questions that maybe I forgot to answer, go ahead and just leave them down below. But yes guys, I'm super excited and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.